Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yeah, Chidima Justina, good evening to you. Yeah, Mr. Olu Adefeso, good evening. Frederick, good evening. Please, I want to believe you can hear my voice. So please, if you can hear my voice, please introduce yourself and let me know where you are connecting me from. So with that, I'll be very much sure that you are hearing me. Yeah, please, yeah, please introduce yourself and let me know where you are connecting me from. Just your name and okay, Taiwo Olayinka from Lagos. You're welcome to this live section. Um, yeah, Chidi connecting from Lagos. You're welcome. Veronica from Lagos. You're welcome. I'm so excited and happy to have you come on to this live section. Yeah, Chidima from Benin. Yeah. So I want us to wait for a couple of minutes. I think by 8:05 we can get started. So we have so much to deliver, to share. So we won't like to allow anyone to keep us waiting. Yeah, good evening. Ebonluwa from Lagos. Welcome to this class. Ahmed Mustafa from Abeokuta, you're welcome. Victor from Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. You people, Abuja people who are whining and dining with our dear president, Emilokan, welcome on board. Mr. Victor, how is Abuja today? Yeah, Fisayo, you're welcome. So just a couple of seconds, we get started, irrespective of the number of people we have on board. So so Mary from Kaduna, you're welcome. Um, you're welcome. Yeah, good evening, Duru Jeremiah. Yeah, Adelakin from Oshun, you're welcome. Yeah, so without much ado, so let's get started. So any other person that is coming that is interested will definitely join us along the line. So hopefully this class will be recorded. So let me get started. Yeah. So I want this class to be very interactive. So once in a while I will be asking you some questions which I will love you to kindly respond. So let's make it interactive and very engaging. So welcome to the today's, and also if you can possibly get a a note and a pen to jot down some of the things I'm going to share with you. So it's going to worth it. So welcome to today's life-changing information and educational section with me. I'm Olagoke Dotun, a freelance team member of Sheyi Obasi, a Canada relocation guardian and counseling group. I haven't been actively please hold on. Okay. I have been active guardian in travel industry for over 2 decades, where I got knowledge, understanding, and experience in with an experience with applicants, which has also helped me to at least make a visit and trip to some few countries, and dealing with tons of applicants, some of who have shared their experience and frustration with me, with relating with third party agents who later let them down in most cases. So this prompted me to pick it serious, educating and guiding applicants through the process, whereby I try to share my experience and the information on how this process truly and actually work, and which from time immemorial, so we've recorded some success. So one of our success is Sandra, who followed Sheyi and myself, who got in contact with Sheyi through me, who share as below, as you can see. If not because of being fully involved, my agent will have caused me a great disaster. One lesson I learned is that nobody can do visa application better than you, because it was my dream. So I had to fully be involved. Thanks so much. Your material really helped me. So this is one of my students in the past who followed my recommendation and advice, was able to achieve who was able to achieve a relocation to Canada through Sheyi, through my recommendation and guidance with Sheyi recently. So which also shared this with me. So in most cases, this relocation or traveling of a thing is not a rocket science, which is basically what anybody with true desire and passion to actually achieve this, and not to be fooled, and not to be toyed with, and not to be taken advantage of by possibly some people who are not smarter than you on these who are not smarter than you in the real sense of it, who who will take advantage of you. So going through, she in this case she already had the agent already helping her with the process, but getting to know me, sharing some things with her, educating her and letting her to see the reason why this should be this and that should be that. So she was able to pick interest, try to understand the process, and along the line she discovered that most of the things the agents were actually sharing and telling her, or basically helping her to do, were absolutely wrong. So getting to see our success story, so she was able to follow our guide, and at the end of the day she was able to tell the agent that this is what I want you to do for me. Since I'm paying you, if you are paying an agent, definitely you should be the one in control, not him or her. So you not being well informed and well grounded about it, that is when they see that as an advantage for them to tell you what is not. So which at the end of the day they are mostly in after their pocket and what they will possibly gain from their interaction with you. So this is a lesson for anyone who so much desire and wishes to achieve this relocation without any regret of acting ignorant at any stage of the process at all. For you to learn from, and to know that relocation or traveling abroad or processing your visa application is not a rocket science. It's something you can basically do. So the issue of help me to package something, help me to make cook up story or this or that, in most cases doesn't work any longer in visa application. It might be working in the 90s, in the 80s, but not in this century, not in the 21st century again. So this is to tell you that, among others, Over 1,000 applicants who have in the last 2 years follow our guidance on this relocation to Canada, who said, "Good evening, Mr. Dotun. To the glory of God, our visa has been approved and our passport has been stamped. Myself, husband and daughter. Hello, good evening, sir. I got to know Sheyi through you. My husband visa has been approved. Ẹ ṣeun, mo dúpẹ́ gan-an. Japa system to the world." So this is basically to tell you that so far they can do it on their own, definitely you can also do the same thing, which is basically saying that you can do it. More especially when it comes to this issue of express entry program. This express entry doesn't give much room for a third party representation like self representation, because it all has to do with you, which in most cases third party don't have access to, which are some of the things that third party don't have access to. So if you are the type, if you are the type who is ready to learn, who are the type who is not ready to learn, this class is basically not going to be for you. So for you to be the right person to be in this class tonight, so it is important you are open-minded, ready to unlearn whatever you might have known or understand about this process, because things are changing. And if you follow me closely based on the information I've been sharing with you, so you will know that recently there are, even as at less than a week ago, there are still some changes. So you can't bring the knowledge and understanding of years back, or the understanding you have many months back, to the game now. So you need to be able to you need to be able to digest information shared with you and act fast on it. Just like I said earlier, things are changing, and whatever you need to do, it is advisable you act on it fast. So once you have this information, you digest it, the best thing for you is to ask questions and follow the recommendation to get you started on it. So like I promised, in this class tonight, I'm going to share with you how to secure your Canadian permanent residence nomination with the new express entry program at an older age, with low CRS, or even with low educational qualification. So here you're going to discover what you need to focus on for your nomination for permanent residence. Possibility of getting nominated with as low as 100 CRS points or below. Some people will say, wow, yes, quote me, with as low as 100 CRS points or below. How your age, at 40, 50, 60, etc. is not actually a barrier for you for qualification or nomination. The role of your experience, as in the role your experience play for your first nomination in this program, how to use positioning to your advantage, how to use positioning to your nomination in this program. So misconception between qualifications and skills, among other things we're going to discover from this section. So reality is that relocation to Canada can be confusing. So if you don't understand how it works and being up to date on the information about it, it's going to be like a rocket science to you. So which is the reason why I organized this class, and I'm going to make some recommendation for you as we go on this class. So, but here is the catch and what you need to understand about achieving your Canadian dream. Something very important is that irrespective of the path that you take to Canada, so express entry program is the only program that can make you a permanent resident in Canada. So either you are here in Nigeria or you are there in Canada, The only program that is going to make you a permanent resident is the express entry program. So you could explore other routes to land in Canada, just like we have the student route, we have the job route, and possibly the visiting. And if you have been following me recently, if you have been following me closely, you will know that a couple of weeks ago, transitioning from a visiting status um to a work from a visiting to work permit has been cancelled. And as at last week, some reviews has actually happened to the study routes, which now makes it a little bit much difficult for you to transition from being a student to a permanent resident. So, understanding this, you will agree with me, just like I said, that express entry is the only route, is the best route to transition and to relocate to Canada if you so much desire and ready to assert today. So the best route you can explore is the express entry program. Not that other route doesn't work, but looking at the requirements, so express entry program should be your um, main focus on to see on how you can use the program to achieve your relocation. So I believe I'm making sense. If you think I'm making sense or you are getting me clearly, please type yes in the comment section. So so if you are getting my message and you are digesting it, please type yes in the comment section. So let's make this section interactive so that okay, Emanuela. Okay. So now, what is Canada Express Entry? Canada Express Entry is an online system used by the Canadian government to manage applications for permanent residency using a point-based system and their economic value to nominate using using a point-based system. Wow. So these people, wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Sorry about that. Okay. This NEPA, I've done it. Okay. So let me just continue. So why the airport? So using a point-based system and their economic value to nominate them for the to nominate them. So this this is the structure of how the program works. So express entry program. So this is the program. This is express entry program, and you have under the express entry program we have three programs, which are the federal skill worker program and the federal skill trade program. So and also we have the Canadian experience. So this program, so who you are determine which of these program you are basically going to apply for under this express entry program. So the federal skill worker program works for people work for skilled professionals. We talking about people who possibly have as much as BSc, masters and above, with many years of work experience. So the educated applicant. So why the federal skill trade program basically work for applicants who are unskilled, who doesn't have much they categorize them as unskilled. So which are people who fall into the class of, let's say, electrical engineer, plumber, truck driver, and the rest. While the Canadian experience are people who are legitimately in Canada already, who wants to transition into a permanent resident status. Just like I told you earlier that the only program that can earn you a permanent residence is the express entry program. So even if you go to Canada under any program legitimately, which basically we have only the work route or the study route. So you are, when you get to Canada to become a permanent resident, over time you still need to apply under the express entry program. So so understanding that, so being a temporary resident, so you apply under the Canadian express entry. So you not resident in Canada, so these are the two categories where you fall into, which is the federal skilled worker, which is the federal skilled worker program, or the federal skilled trade program. So with these two program, which people who are not residents in Canada are entitled to apply through. So applicants applying under either of these two programs, so gets nominated into the Canadian system through three programs, which we call the general draw, provincial nominee draw, and the category based draw. So, and if you want to qualify for any of these under you want to qualify for under this draw, so you are these are the things you basically need for your qualification. So for your education, you need minimum, either you are applying as a skill or unskilled, so you need as low as an SSC, which is your WAEC certificate, to apply. So you need a minimum of 6 to 1 year working experience, depending on the program which you are applying to. So you need your certificate to be evaluated, as in whereby it is ranked according to the Canadian educational system. So you need to do that. So you also need the language test, which could be English or French. So applying as a you doing the English test, basically you need minimum of six band score in each of the categories, which will give overall of 7. And if you are applying under the French, if you decide that okay, you want to do the French language test, so you need minimum of 5 CLB overall to apply. So, and if you are good at the two, you can having the two, as in doing the two language tests also, could also be an advantage for you. So understanding this nomination draws, by so now gradually we are moving to the main deal. So I believe you are able to get that clear. So if you're able to get that clear, at least up to this stage we are. So please type 1 in the comment section. So I know that you are following me and you are hearing me, and I'm not just talking to the gallery. So please type 1 in the comment section if you are clearly getting an okay. So understanding these 3 draws program, which applicants could be selected, which we are going to pick one after the other. So the general entry draw is a Canadian federal economic immigration program in which candidates are selected based solely on the CRS score. So under this program, under these draws, so the highest CRS applicant gets nominated under this draw program. So this is the draw program that virtually everybody look at, that I have a low score, will I be able to qualify with this score? So in most cases, if you are not a young professionals, less than 35, So you might not be able to qualify under this. So and not and having and older than 35 doesn't mean you cannot be nominated under the express entry program. So just like I said that the score under this draw is always very high. So just like you can see in some of the draws that has been drawn this year, so you can see the general draw. So we have 500, 500, 500, 500, so 500. So it's always very difficult for an older applicant with low CRS and low educational qualification to qualify under this. You can see them. So the general draw are mostly high. um always require a high CRS to qualify under it. So just like I said, that doesn't mean you cannot be nominated. So let's look at the provincial nominee. Is a Canadian province education economic program in which candidates are selected solely based on the economic benefits, which is basically the skill and the work experience you have. So this draw program, the major focus for the selection under this is the economic value you have. So you could be a teacher, you could be so the province. So the province will go to the pool and choose who fits into the in-demand skills or job roles in their province to nominate applicants under this program. So there are two ways through which you can get nominated under this program. So and each nomination under this program come with automatic 600 CRS points. So if you are nominated under this program, so automatically you earn 600 points. So for nomination under this program, basically what I'm trying to say is that the your CRS score doesn't actually matters. So the primary focus for your nomination here is your economic benefit, the skill and the work experience you have, your job role, what you are specialist at. That is the basis through which you are selected here. And this is where you get selected with as low as 100 points or below. So just like I was saying, you could get selected here two ways. So you either apply to the province yourself or the province come to the pool to nominate you. So if you are going to the province to apply so definitely you will possibly need to meet their requirements. But if they come to the pool to nominate you, which in most cases where people get pulled away with this with the nomination, with looking at nomination under this program, is that they don't have a connection under it, which is mostly one of the criteria the province look at. That is when you are applying to them. But if the province nominates you, come to the pool to nominate you themselves, they are basically going to waive every other things that possibly is required when you are applying yourself. So they are basically going to waive it for you. I want to ask, did you get that area clearly? If you get it clearly, please type 2 in the comment section. The explanation of how this provincial nominee work, how the two nomination, please type 2 in the comment section to let me know if you get it clearly and to signify that. Okay, so good. So you get nominated, there are two ways. So that's the more reason why it is always good for you to find yourself in the pool. So when you find yourself in the pool, it's easy for you to get waiver for whatever that might be at your disadvantage if you are applying to them directly. So just like I was saying, that you can get nominated with as low as 100 points or less. So let's see some of the nomination done so far this year in the provincial nominee. You know, if you remember, I said each nomination come with automatic 600 points. So this is basically telling you that with these with applicants who fall into this nomination, so which means that the lowest CRS qualifying applicants under this nomination in 2nd of July, that means the lowest applicant here has 139. So if you meet up with one if you meet up with the skill, with the economic benefits, what they need in the province with just 139, so you get qualified, because adding 600 to this point, that is what make it 739. So just like in this case also, so applicants who meet the economic benefits needed in that province that nominates them, the lowest point that, as in CRS, that the applicants could have here on July 19 was 63 points. So with automatic 600 points coming to them, so they have 600, and I want to believe, so same thing applies to this. This is applicants with as low as 76 points originally. So I hope you could I hope you are getting it now. So see the nomination. If you are getting it, say yes in the comment section. This provincial nominee, so where I said that you could get as low as less than 100 CRS. So you could get nominated under the provincial nominee. So there is no particular skill or job role. So what you need to best qualify under this program is to make a good and a professional express entry profile. So it might be that they are in need of truck driver, or they are in need of financial analyst next month. So they don't announce the particular job or the skill they are in need in the particular province. So they decide on their own. So they just go into the pool and do the selection based on people already in the pool. So this is the reason why it is very important you get into the pool as soon as possible and position yourself. This is where positioning works. You never can tell. The skill you have, the work experience you have can play to your advantage, because you don't know when, and it's not, and they don't announce it. They don't announce the skill or the job role they are in need. All they do is just go to the pool and do the selection they need. So the third draws, which is the most recent, which was launched as at in roughly about a year ago, is this that we call the category-based draw. Category-based draw is a federal economic immigration program in which candidates are selected based solely on their economic benefits. And this nomination is based on by you having a profile in the express entry pool. So, I said in the provincial nominee, they don't have a particular industry or job roles in focus. But in the case of because the provincial nominee are managed by the provinces, so while the category based draw is managed by the federal central system, like the federal government, Canadian federal government. So because the law dey operate in Canada, so each province, as in like states, they are independent of their own law. So like Lagos State now, let's say Lagos State, so they can decide that, okay, this is what we want, and all they just need is just to present it at the federal level and they approve it for them. So it's not like the Nigerian law, whereby everything comes from the above. So there are some industries that are in focus in this category base, under this category base draw. So we have the healthcare, we have the science, technology, engineering, and math, which is referred to as STEM. We have the trade, we, um, we have the transport, we have the agri and food industry, and at the same time, people who have strong French province. Um, yeah, okay. So people who are very strong at French language also are also considered. So all the people that work under these who have experience or have a job role or skill, a particular skill under this sector, are considered. So you need to understand one thing about this category based. Category based draw, these are industry. So it go deep down, talking about the healthcare sector now. This healthcare sector is very deep. A gynecologist is under the health sector. So there are so many skills and professions under the health sector. So they are the ones that determines that, okay, oh, these are the particular ones that we are in need of. So, and the minimum requirement for qualification under this is just a 6 years experience in the last 3 years. So you having minimum of 6 months. So under this category, if you understand them and have the list, there's possibility for you to possibly tap into the information you have, quickly get the skill, and possibly get the work experience in it and use it to apply. That is one advantage about it, which most people don't understand. This is one example of Sheyi students who follow our recommendation and has been following her for a while. His name is Obina. Obina has been in the pool for since June or July last year, when the category based draw was just launched. So he entered the pool. His expectation was just to try his luck in the hoping to, as in, his expectation was to get nominated, maybe in the by the province or the general draw. But his main focus was just the general draws, maybe he could get selected. So over the time, he got to know about the category based draw, where Sheyi told him, was sharing detailed information and knowledge about how this category based draw work. So he got the recommendation of Sheyi, and while going through it, that was when he discovered that one of the skills and job role in demand in the category based job is among the least of the job roles. So that was when he now changed, because when you once you create a profile, there's possibility you have the opportunity of editing it over time. So he now went ahead to change his knock code in the express entry pool, and in less than 45 days or so, according to him, he got nominated. And according to him, he said he could have been nominated as far back as October last year. Had it been he has access to the information he later got access to, because he has a particular skill which doesn't even which he has a particular skill which he gained from the work he's doing as a firefighter that relates with healthcare, that's basically in need, desperately in need in Canada. So him feeling that on that on that 45 days, according to him, he got selected, he got nominated under the category based draw, under the health sector in the category based draw. So the category based draw also could have a low. So the job, as in the skill, just like I said, just like the definition implies, yeah, just like the definition implies, the job, as in the it has to do with the skill and the job role in demand. So that's the number one focus that they will look into before the selection. So after then, they now match it with your CRS score. So very important, and something you need to understand, which is the fact that provincial nominee and the Canadian and the category based draw are economic benefits, which are the skills and the job and the work experience you have. That is what drives the nomination under that. But why the general draw is driven basically by the CRS score. So understanding these facts, now understanding these facts, knowing that skill and work experience um, is now established as your strengths to focus on as an applicant applying as an applicant applying at older age with lower CRS and or lower educational qualification. Your target for easy nomination should be to focus on the draw program, which is basically the category based draw, and the provincial nominee for your nomination, and also have access to up-to-date information on the category based draw, on the skills in demand, and see the ones which is possibly within your um your qualification, your educational qualification, that you can explore. So understanding the difference between qualification and skills. So qualification is your certificate, what you possibly went to school to study. While the skill is basically what you have been doing over time. So outside, let's assume now a biologist or someone who study chemistry. in school, working as a financial analyst or something in a bank. So the skill of such a person is basically, as much as he is qualified as a chemist who study chemistry in school, is as well have a skill in financial analyst, having work in a financial organization, bank or some or so. So positioning, you need to also look at positioning. Getting into the pool as soon as possible stand position and better position you for nomination than you ever imagine. Say for example in the category based draw, when the category based draw was launched last year, all the applicants already in the pool as at that time were automatically given nomination, were automatically who fell into the um to the healthcare sector, the STEM, trade, the trade and transport, the French, French language and the rest. So now, based on the information at hand, so nomination, they are also looking at increasing the sector, which early childhood or whatever is also one of it, based on the information at our disposal, which we are looking at, that they are going to include at any point in time now, that they are basically going to upgrade and add some other um, industries into the category based draw. So there's possibility that people who are already in the system as at that time could also benefit those in the system as at the time the program was launched the other time. So early entry into the system could better position you for nomination faster. Understanding the system to know where to queue into, just like I said earlier. On you understanding the system well enough will let you know that, okay, as an applicant who is older in age, lower CRS and lower educational qualification or lower educational qualification. So with that, you could possibly queue under, with that you will know where to queue into, which is basically the category based draw or the provincial nominee. So you know that your age, the calendar doesn't get you nominated or doesn't get you nominated or disqualified by age. Age is not the basis for age. Could result to you having a low CRS score. Age doesn't mean that you are not qualified to to be nominated. If you have what it takes in other area, you could get nominated. So that is one thing you need to know. So your presence in the pool could double your chances. So this could double your chances, which this is me talking about the category based draw and the provincial nominee. So you being in the pool could better position you for nomination, just like I said earlier. So you don't say that, okay, I want to apply to a particular province. That shouldn't be your focus as a smart applicant. Your focus should be to be at the center, which is the pool, where those who needs you might not know the province who is in need of you Let's say you apply to Toronto, to Ontario, and Manitoba is in need of you. How do you want to know if you are not in the pool? So that is one advantage. That those these are some of the things as an applicant who fall into any of these three categories: older in age, lower CRS score, or lower educational qualification. These are the things you need to focus on for your nomination. As much as I have tried to break down this process for you to know and see the possibility of you being nominated, if you are not careful and well informed, well equipped with the right information and guidance, you could get everything messed up and be in the pool spending months like Obina. So I want to believe I'm making sense. If you think I'm making sense, please type 3 in the comment section. If you think I'm making sense and I've shared something very profounding with you tonight, please type 3 in the comment section. So with this, I believe you are able to get clarity and understanding on how this whole program works and how you can best position yourself. Just like I said, if I spend the whole day telling you, analyzing it for you without detailed and tailored guidance and information, you could fall into the category of Obina. I think Obina got nominated after like 7 or 8 months. Whereas if he had gotten access to the right information he later got access to, he will have been nominated as far back as October, according to him. He shared it. And possibly if you have listened to the, I think I've shared his story with you sometimes ago. So I'm still going to share it later. So as I was saying, so if you are not well grounded enough, so on this ground, I will be introducing you to the Express Entry Masterclass by Sheyi Obasi. This is a comprehensive and detailed online program that gives you access, that you can have access to at any time of the day. Once you have access to it, you can have access to it anytime you want. um Please come in. Okay. Okay. This is a comprehensive and detailed online program you can have access to at any time. Once you have access to it, that will assist you and show you and prepare you on how to submit a Canadian Express Entry application that cannot be refused at all. In this masterclass, you will learn how to increase your chances of getting an ITA, that is invitation to apply for your permanent residence, how to increase your IELTS score, how to properly complete your profile and EARP, how to select your how to select a proper NOC for your nomination and not fall into the class of Obina like I was sharing. Obina is a success story here, that to show that actually this thing work and your access to information is important. So that's the reason why I kept sharing, using his own case study. You are also going to have A to Z documents you need access to the documents you need for approval. I think last week, was it not last week or this week? I got someone who has been following me who chatted me that her sister handed over, just like I was saying, that this thing has to do more of you than a third party, an agent. Even if you are giving it to an agent, it's very important you are well equipped about it. So her sister application got rejected because she did not submit enough documents. She did not submit. So if care is not taken, I pray for her. I've given her the recommendation and what she needs to do to resolve the issue now. It's if care is not taken, she might lose the opportunity. And this is going to be basically out of her own ignorance and understanding of the process. So, key understanding of this process is a key in this case. So, you are also going to get what to do if you can't get a reference letter. You need a lot of reference letter. And what do you need to do and how do you do it? You're going to get access to it in the Express Entry Masterclass by Sheyi. How to avoid police certificate disaster. The issue of just giving someone paper money to help you do police certificate or something, or one document. You need to watch out for it. How to properly list a spouse as a non-accompany. There are some people who want to possibly go, the wife wants to go, but the husband is not ready to follow now. So how do you do the application? If care is not taken, you could lose the opportunity of the nomination if you don't present the application right. So what you need to do and how to do it, you are going to get it in this master class. What a job offer is and how to get one, you are also going to understand it in this express entry masterclass. What to do if you don't have sufficient fund for your application when you get nominated, what you need to do and how to present it. So how to add spouse as after your EAPR. How to prepare your letter of explanation to maximize your chances for success after nomination, among other things, are the things you're going to learn in this Express Entry Masterclass. And as a fast action bonus, for those who are going to jump at this opportunity of having access to this Express Entry Masterclass now, before the end of the month, because Sheyi is planning to withdraw it, but she's considering some things which according to our communication, I think she already resolved it. So she's possibly going to review the price for whoever is going to have access to it, or she's going to outrightly remove it and have these bonuses in separate package. So bonus number one, which you are going to have access, for those who are going to have access to it now. So you are going to have a comprehensive guide on how to apply directly. I said you have two options to apply under the Express Entry program. Under the provincial nominee program, to get nominated under the provincial nominee program draws. So you either apply directly or you get nominated inside the pool. So you also have access. Now, you don't have access to all the information and what it takes to get you to apply directly to all the 10 provinces in Canada. So the easy province, you also have access to the easiest province you can apply to. This will possibly increase your chances. This is an opportunity and guide you can follow to increase your chances. How to go about the provincial nomination after how to go about getting a province nomination to apply to for a permanent residence. So, I was talking about the list of skills that are in demand, just like in the case of Obina. Obina qualification is basically a master's degree holder in political science. He works as a firefighter, and at the end of the day, he got nominated. This is Obina's story I'm sharing again. Obina got nominated under the healthcare category, which was as a result of his access to the express entry information he got access to in the express entry program. So if you look at it, it doesn't have anything that has to do with health. A political science, a master's degree holder in political science who works as a firefighter now later got nominated under the health sector. So this is to tell you how valuable this bonus is, which consists the list of occupation for the category based draw, is a key and a huge advantage for you if you have access to it now as a bonus. So also, as a bonus number 3, you also have access to the proven secret and strategy you can use to get the required 7 to 8 band score in your first sitting in writing the IELTS exam. IELTS exam is not a matter of you cramming or doing anything special. It's a strategy and a secret. And this strategy Sheyi has analyzed and broken down in this pass your IELTS in one sitting bonus package is proven, in which when you follow is guaranteed to give you 7 to 8 band score, minimum of 7 at your first sitting. You are going to take notice. She shared in detail everything you need to know and how to go about it to achieve this. Feedback has confirmed this. Should you follow the spell out steps and approach in this material, the least you could score in your first sitting is minimum of 7, which is confirmed from the feedback we've gotten. So in the strongest yet most respective tune possible urge, don't wait another second twiddling your thumbs thinking what should you do next. All this bonus alone is worth more than $500 if she were to package it separately. But for people, just like I said, who are going to take advantage of it now before she make her final resolution on it, just like I said earlier, before the month ends, so you can have access to the Express Entry Master Class Program by Sheyi at a discounted rate of 60,000 now. Between now and the last day of this month is the only time I can guarantee for now for you to have access to it at this rate. So I believe I've been able to do justice to this. So which from it you can see some of our success story from this express entry masterclass program. So this particular one, I think, is not so clear. So she got the nomination. This is September 12th. So this is the most recent nomination we have from the subscriber of this program. So, and this is also one. She this is the this okay, child, God work for me. Oh, 356 356 CRS. So see, she got nominated with as low as 353 in the by the Ontario province. In the so the nomination, as in the CRS, the qualifying CRS, is between 352 to 421, and she got nominated. So to get started, just like I said, you can easily follow the link below to get started and take advantage of the Express Entry Masterclass by Sheyi at the current discounted rate of 60,000. And with that, I do. Now, with that, I saying that, to close the class this night. So questions. So with that, now we come to the end of the class, which opens the door for some questions which I believe you might have for me to clarify for you. So I believe this class is worthy of your time. If you think this class is worthy of your time, please type one in the comment section and let me know. If this class is worthy of your time, please type one in the comment section. And if you have any question, please type it in the comment section. Wow, thank you, Frederick. So I believe now you can see the clarity on how age, low CRS scores, or educational qualification is not a barrier for your nomination. So if you have any questions, please, sir, are you in Canada? I'm not in Canada, I'm in Nigeria. Sheyi is the one in Canada. Sheyi is the head of the team and the main guardian. So I'm only working as a freelance team member with Sheyi. So once you have access to the Express Entry Masterclass, so that gives you direct access to Sheyi and our professional team. So for the further communication and guidance you may need about the process. So any other question? Can IELTS be bypassed? IELTS cannot be bypassed for any reason at all. You cannot bypass IELTS. IELTS is important. If you are following me closely, you will know that even as a student, to become to have your postgraduate working permit, you now need an IELTS. So gradually, one way or the other, IELTS is possibly going to be I just hope they don't make it a requirement under the study program any moment soon. But as of now, so nice one, sir. Please, I have been denying ones from the express entry because I don't really get it right. I can't evaluate my education. That's the reason you need to, Christy. I will advise you get the express entry masterclass. That's a golden chance you just missed. being nominated under the in the express entry pool and messing things up is a big is a great loss. So you need to get the express, and that's more reason why I tell people, before you do anything, get the education, get the information, get the understanding. Don't believe, don't think. See in the case of Obinna now, if Obinna had given an agent his application to handle, how will the agent get to know, as a master's degree holder in political science, working as a firefighter, how will he know that he has a skill that can qualify him under the healthcare category? So these are some of the reasons why you personally that want to achieve this thing, you need the information and the knowledge of the process first. You can't be complete ignorance. Same thing applies to one of my followers whose sister miss out in the nomination recently. So that's also one of the problem she had. She's completely ignorant of, she depends fully on the agent, who at the end of the day messed her up. So the money she's trying to avoid from spending then to get the knowledge, she's going to spend far much more now. That's if at the end of the day they are able to reconsider her in the by the Canadian if IRCC were able to reconsider her. So how many type of IELTS or skill worker particularly? I don't get your question proper. How many type of IELTS for skilled worker? I did, please re I can't get that. Victor Oko, please, maybe you try to send your question, read your question properly again and send it. I want to ask for the provincial nominee. Do one need to evaluate this, or you need to evaluate your application. Also in the express entry masterclass, you're going to get the guide and the professional approach you can use to easily get evaluated. Everything, the best thing you need to do for yourself as an applicant is an advice, or is not mandatory, is to get the knowledge first before you start doing anything. Everything you need to do is best you start with the knowledge. You having the knowledge, you just discover that something that could have taken you a year, 2 months, 3 months can possibly take you few days or weeks. How many type of IELTS for how many types of IELTS? How many types of IELTS herself? I don't understand your question. Mr. Victor Oko, can one apply for the provincial nominee then add the spouse and the kids as? Yes, you can do it. How That's part of the things you are going to learn in the express entry master class. How to position yourself, if you are not going together as a family at once. So how you going to position your application from the ground, from the beginning. So it's very important. These are some of the silly mistakes most people make. So what are the requirements for submitting express entry? I've shared that in the video. You need your certificate evaluation, you need IELTS, you need okay, I think those are the two major things. You need the certificate evaluation and you need your IELTS. And what you need to easily achieve those things are in the express entry masterclass. Is provincial nominee always available throughout the years? Yes, it's always available. Sorry, please sir, if I get the master class, what is the percentage guarantee that I get your assistance. Definitely you're going to get the assistance. Just like you can see those that are sharing their success story with us. If they did not get the assistance and they are not happy with the guidance and support they get with us, they won't be happy to share their success with us at the end of the day. So we don't have access to whatever they are doing. So it is out of the support and the guidance we are able to give them that made them to share their success story and their joy with us at the end of the day. So the issue of getting assistance and guidance and support from us is not is not a brainer. So it's automatic once you have access to the master class. I have changed my name to husband own and my certificate carries it. You don't have to worry. What you need to do and how to do it is in the express entry master class. How to those are part of the those are some of the things you learn in the express entry master class. So you possibly just need the paper backup as a woman rather as a woman. So it is natural and it is normal. It is normal for you to have a change of name. So the documents you need you need to support your change of name. So you are going to get the list and how to position it in the express entry master class. It is not what I can be teaching you here. So I can I know the fund required for the express entry? Can I nomination is high and much how your master class can play? I add that you add you are not sure. Please just talk about what you are sure of. Just like I told you, just like I shared earlier, you are also going to know how to, if you don't have enough fund, how to position the things you need to do on your as related to your proof of fund. So is in the express entry master class. Does the express entry master class give access to Sheyi for further? Yes, express entry master class give you access. It gives you direct, once you have the express entry master class, you have direct access to Sheyi automatically. We have two type of IELTS that is okay. Yes, we have two type of IELTS. What you are applying, what you are writing is the general one, not the professional one, not the professional one. The IELTS you are writing IELTS, general IELTS. So nice one, sir. Please, how do one get your contact on WhatsApp to register for the master class? You can chat me on WhatsApp. You can chat me on WhatsApp. And also I can share the okay, let me share the payment link, the payment step link and step with you in the group. So 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 I believe I'm able to do justice to this. What I mean is that a school certificate and MSc degree takes one. What I mean is that a school certificate and MSc degree professional take one. Yes, the minimum certificate qualification you need to get into the express entry, to get into the pool, to get into the pool is your WAEC. And when you are doing your evaluation, you only evaluate the highest certificate you have. These are some of the mistake, unnecessary stress most people get themselves into out of lack of knowledge and understanding of the process. So if you can If you don't have my WhatsApp, you can link me through the, if you are linking, if you join this class through the email, through the email sent to you, you have my um WhatsApp contact in the email. You can link me through it. So is it possible for you to offer the service of personal guidance helping with the entry into the pool? When you get the express entry masterclass, you have access to discuss that with Sheyi. Sheyi will be in best position to answer that with you, to answer that question and to help you to handle it. But you need to have the express entry masterclass at first, while you provide all the documents. So how many types of IELTS exam we have? We have self-P and the conventional UK IELTS. So, but you can as well drop your WhatsApp number. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me drop. So, I believe you are able to get value for your time tonight. So take advantage, take advantage, take advantage, take advantage of the class. Take advantage of the current discounted rate now. Take advantage now before it goes. Before it closes by the end of the month. So for those asking for my WhatsApp number, that's my WhatsApp number in the. So I have written IELTS already. Let me get the detail of payment. Okay. Yeah, you can follow the, you can just follow the, you can follow the link or chat me on WhatsApp. I already shared my WhatsApp contacts with you. So I believe, so Christy, you can follow the link to make your payment. Just click on the orange button directly below the video. So thank you for joining the class. So without much ado, so I'm going to end the class now. I'm going to end the class now. So that's the other link. So if you want to take advantage of it, so you can make use of that link, or you chat me on WhatsApp. And at the same time, I've shared the link and the steps in the group. So thank you so much. Bye bye.